Right now, we want to remind everybody about a very exciting 3 Cares event happening Tuesday at the Xfinity Theater in Hartford. We have teamed up with 99.1 PLR and the Jewish Federation of New Haven for a Masks for Connecticut drive-through giveaway. It helps keep your families safe. All you have to do is drive up between 7 a.m. and 1 p.m. Volunteers will be giving you a bag with 5 masks at no cost to you. This is really great. The giveaway runs from 7 a.m. until 1 p.m. and we look forward to seeing you there. Now tonight we are talking with 2 people who are a huge part of this effort. You may remember Bob Stefanowski, a former candidate for governor of Connecticut. In recent weeks, he and his wife Amy have helped distribute nearly a million pieces of PPE to frontline workers, and now they're expanding that effort to help people around the state with this event next week. Hi, Bob and Amy. Thank you very much for joining us right now.
Mark, thanks for having us on. We appreciate it.
Well, first of all, thank you for joining us again, but thank you on behalf of everyone in Connecticut for what you're doing, because you hear the number 1 million and you think that's incredible. How did you first start doing this? How did this kind of come into play for you?
Yeah, well, we started a couple weeks ago. We were hearing the stories in Connecticut of nurses using the same disposable mask, putting them in a paper bag at night with their name on it and using the next day. Caregivers going to nursing homes where you have people infected and they're going in with no protection. So our first focus, Mark, was on the first responders, the nurses, the fire, the police, and we were able to find a supply down in New Jersey of all places. And I drove my truck down there. We threw 100,000 in the back and we drove them back and we started handing them out. We just haven't stopped ever since. We've had a lot of donors along the way, a lot of volunteers. The Jewish Federation has been terrific, and we're helping people, and it feels really, really good to do that in these tough times.
Well, I would imagine it's very exciting. Amy, talk with me about what you're seeing, when you're out there and you give, obviously this is equipment that everybody feels everyone should have or should have had already. What is it like when you're handing this stuff over to people?
So it's, I think, in equal measure, heartbreaking and heartwarming to see how unprotected our first responders and our healthcare providers and our essential workers is heartbreaking. And the gratitude that people share with us for what we give to them, it's overwhelming.
Bob, how are you able to find all this stuff and secure these products?
Well, you've got to be aggressive. A lot of these vendors have got more demand than they have supply. So if you force on payment terms or you say, I can't pay you for 3 weeks, they're not going to wait. You've got to go down. You've got to inspect the product. We have every one of these reviewed by a hospital professional to make sure they're FDA approved and they're legitimate. But then you've got to pay and you got to put them on your truck. If you call these people and say, I'll call you back tomorrow, or I'll call you and pay you in 2 weeks, they're going to sell them to somebody else. So we're constantly on the phone with different brokers, assessing the product, trying to get the right price. Amy's in charge of distribution. She gets them out same day out of our garage. We've got a system down with 135 volunteers. We've distributed to how many cities, Aim? 250 or 150 out of 169?
Yes.
Over 200 nursing homes. But I tell you, you cry at least once a week. Amy cries once a day.
A couple times.
I'm probably once a week.
I'm
but
with
some
you,
of the
Amy.
stories that you hear about, we've got to get more of a sense of urgency around this, Mark. There are still people going into unprotected environments. And that's part of what Tuesday is about. If we can get them out into the communities as well, it's going to stop the spread of this disease. It's going to result in less people going into the medical facilities. And we can get it from both ends. We can get it from the first responder and the nurse. We can get it from the other side. And hopefully we can snuff this horrible disease out.
Well, Bob and Amy Stefanowski, thank you again for joining us right now and the incredible work you've all been doing. We look forward to a wonderful turnout on Tuesday with so many people who could use the masks. That is for sure. Have a great weekend and keep up the good work, you guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.